Hello everyone, Jolene here from Bookworm Adventure Girl. Welcome back. I hope that you are all well. This is where I talk about the books that I'm reading. I like to read diverse books and I highlight Canadian literature. If you are new, thank you so much for checking out my channel. Please hit subscribe and stick around. Today is a continuation of Battle of the BookTubers. I am going to be talking about two books that were recommended to me by one of my competitors, who is also in the battle. So the Battle of the BookTubers is an event hosted by Danni from Danni Dabbles. She's amazing. There's already been 3 rounds of Battle of the BookTubers to see which booktuber is best at making recommendations. So I will leave a link below so you can check out the past battles that have already taken place. You can see all the competitions, all the competitors. We are now in round 4 and I have 3 competitors. First is Krista from Books and Jams, then Sam from her channel Samantha Donovan, and Jess from the Hexed Library. All of their channels will be linked below. Please go and check them out. Go and see, their vlogs for this battle. So for this round, I am reading 2 books from BookTuber K. I have no idea who BookTuber K is. We've all been assigned a letter, and then part of the fun is figuring out which booktuber recommended which books. I don't know that I'm doing that part well. There is also a point system that I don't understand, but it doesn't matter because Danni thankfully does understand it. And yeah, that's all that matters. So for this round, the 2 books that I'm going to be reading are Convenience Store Woman. This is by Sayaka Murata, and it's translated from the Japanese by Ginny Tapley Takemori. And then the other book that I'm reading is The Traveling Cat Chronicles, and this is by Hiro Arikawa, and it's translated from the Japanese by Philip Gabriel. So it's interesting that both of these books are translated books, both translated from the Japanese. The Convenience Store Woman this has been on my shelf, on my TBR for a long time. I already had it, so that was good, and I'm really excited to read this. I've heard really, really good things. People have, recommended it to me in the past, and they've told me that I would really like it. So I'm hoping that that's true. And then, there's the cat book, is what I've been calling it, which you need to know that I am a dog person. I love dogs. And cats, I'm okay with them existing in the world, and I'm okay that people have cats, but they're not my favorite. And it's a book about a cat, so I'm hoping that I will end up enjoying it regardless. So I had seen this book before. I've seen this, but nothing ever made me want to pick it up. So I hope that this will be a pleasant surprise. Both of these are fairly quick reads. They're short and sweet, fairly small, but I think I'm going to start with Convenience Store Woman, and we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to read it in one sitting, so I will come back when I have finished this book. Hello again. Okay, so I finished Convenience Store Woman, and I don't know if it was what I thought it was going to be, although if you were to ask me what I thought it was going to be, I don't know how I would have answered that. This is a story about Keiko. I think that's how you say her name. I'm not positive. She's in her mid-30s and she works at a convenience store, and she doesn't fit in her life. She doesn't fit in with her family. They keep saying that they want her to be normal. Why can't you be more normal? Her colleagues think that she's a little bit odd, but she loves working at the convenience store, and it's like she has it all figured out. She's one of those characters that I do like. I love quirky characters. You all know this. And she's one of those characters that, you know, rules are very important. Following the rules is very important. And she gets really upset when other people don't or can't, maybe she just can't understand why other people, you know, sometimes don't follow those rules. So there is a manual for the store that she knows very well. There are things about the store that she just seems to know, and it all makes sense to her, and she's good at it. You know, it's a hot day, put out more water. If you know an item is a best-selling item, they should be put out because you'll sell more. And she gets it, you know. And she ends up, for the most part, at least at the beginning, being quite content. You know, I didn't pick up that she was wanting to change who she was, but then there is another person who kind of latches onto her, maybe sees her as an easy target, and uses her in a way. And she's fine with this at first, you know, understanding that it's kind of like a contract. She does know that her family thinks that she's not normal. And she thinks that by having this man in her life, that it will make her more normal and more accepted. And what I love about this book is that in the end, you know, this might be a little bit of a spoiler, but she just becomes fine with who she is. And I loved that. I loved that she had to accept who she was. And it really, in the end, didn't matter, you know, what everyone else was thinking, you know, what their opinion was. So there's a little bit more to it, but I did love that. And her identity is so tied to the convenience store that it says a lot about her. And then, you know, when things change, she has to figure out who she is. And that's the part that, yeah, I loved that she realizes who she is, accepts who she is, and sees the purpose in her life for her, regardless of what everyone else thinks. Yeah, so I really, really liked this. I thought it was very well done, and I'm going to give this a 4.5. It's not quite a 5-star for me. However, this might be one that after I think about it, you know, more and reflect on it more, I might see even more layers to it. And the way that the author went about telling the story, I thought was really, really well done. It's a great start for sure. So next, I'm going to be reading the Traveling Cat Chronicles by Hiro Arikawa. I think I've already said, but it's translated by Philip Gabriel. And I think that this is another quick read. This is the cat book, so hopefully I like it. So I will check in again and we'll see how it goes. Hello everyone, I'm back and I am just over halfway through the Traveling Cat Chronicles, and I thought that I should do a quick check-in. So okay, what do I want to say about this? The book is divided into 4-ish parts. I've finished the first 2 parts and I'm into the 3rd part. It's structured like Before the Coffee Gets Cold, if you've ever read from that series. It's like 4 short stories, but they are connected, if that makes sense. So we meet Sachiro, who has noticed a stray cat, and he starts leaving treats for this cat. Sachiro then takes in the cat after he's been hit by a car. He names the cat Nana, which is the number 7, because his tail is crooked and it looks like the number 7, and it's supposed to be lucky. And all of this is said about like 6,000 times. So far, I really like when the story is told from the cat's perspective. He's very sassy and very opinionated, and he makes some very interesting observations of humans. So that's been good. But the whole book isn't told that way. You know, I don't know if I would like it better, but that's what I loved about books like The Art of Racing in the Rain. You know, that the story is told from the dog's perspective in that one, but it's the entire time. So I don't know if that would be better here or not. There's also been stories about Sachiro's first cat. But the thing with Nana is that there is really a connection with him and Sachiro. Nana becomes, you know, just as infatuated with Sachiro as Sachiro is with Nana. And the strange thing is that Sachiro starts traveling with Nana, and he visits old friends. So, you know, I love books with friendships, and this has shown some of Sachiro's friendships from his childhood. So that's been interesting to me as well. I think I'll stop there for now, and I will come back when I'm finished. So hang tight. Well, I finished the Traveling Cat Chronicles, and it really pulls at the heartstrings. So if you are going to read this, you need to be prepared for that. Let's see. So throughout their travels, Sachiro and Nana are meeting different people. These are all different friends of Sachiro's. And through learning about these friendships, we also learn more about Sachiro, and we realize that he is looking for someone to take his cat. And you don't know why, and it all seems strange, you know, since they have such a connection, such a bond. And even Nana is like, I just want to be with my human, and, you know, no one can come between, you know, my human and I. But in the end, we find out why, and it is heartbreaking. It's a heartbreaking book. I would say that the book is really about friendship, you know, with humans, and then of course also the connection that we have with animals as well. So even though I'm not really a cat person, I can totally understand the bond, and I think if you are a cat person, this might tear your heart to pieces. It'll rip it to pieces. So for rating this book, I originally had it as a 3, then a 3.5, but in the end, I have to give it a solid 4 stars. It really did come together and is a sweet book, really. Well, a sweet book that rips your heart out, but a sweet book nonetheless. So that means, you know, these were both pretty good recommendations, which is awesome. You know, Convenience Store Woman was a 4.5 for me, and then the Traveling Cat Chronicles was, you know, a 4, so not bad at all. My guess for which competitor recommended these. Oh, you know, who is BookTuber K? My guess is going to be Sam. Why? I don't really know. It really could be anyone. I was thinking maybe Jess, but my gut is saying go with Sam. So Sam it is. Whoever it really is, thank you so much for these recommendations. You know, it made me finally read Convenience Store Woman, and I love reading something that I wouldn't normally pick up on my own. And finding, you know, a good read along with that. So that's good. And the Traveling Cat Chronicles, you know, fit that category. And I really appreciated both books. So thank you. Thanks again to Danni for including me in these Battle of the BookTuber battles, I guess, and for all of the work that you put into making them happen, because I know that it is a lot of work. You are a rock star. So please let me know, everyone, if you have read either of these books, or if you are interested in either of these books. Do you have some other books like these that you would recommend? Yeah, let me know. A reminder that I will leave a playlist below so you can check out all of the past battles from all of the other rounds. And stay tuned for more rounds of this battle coming out each week. I look forward to chatting with you in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and don't forget to make every day an adventure.